Towards this end, the YES team has so far dispatched over 2 million copies of the proposed constitution in all the 210 constituencies. We wish to assure all Kenyans the YES campaign will be cascaded to all corners of the country, with the two principles, that is the President and the Prime Minister, the Vice President and all other political leaders taking the front line in conducting vigorous door-to-door campaigns in support of this people's constitution. The side shows surrounding the proposed constitution should not distract Kenyans from achieving this noble objective. This is not a project of any political party, nor is it pegged to on any individual's political standing. It is for all Kenyans, regardless of political, religious, or other persuasion. The YES Secretariat will be in every village, in every town, in every city, in every street, every day, to ensure that all Kenyans are accorded the opportunity to understand why voting yes in support of this proposed constitution will bring positive changes to our lives. We are appealing to all our supporters, which are all Kenyans. We are appealing to all our members of parliament. We are appealing to all our councillors to support the Yes campaign, not simply in monetary terms, but in volunteering to take the message to the people, in making sure that the word that you speak by saying yes will convince the next Kenyans to vote for yes. Anybody worrying about money, let them be assured that Kenyans are ready to support this yes campaign with all their might. And I'm not afraid that Kenyans will fail in their endeavor. We stood up in parliament, and those who were opposed to the constitution were counted as opposed. This time, everybody passed the constitution in parliament. So anybody who says that is opposing is a hypocrite, because we all passed it. So I must be true to my conscience. If I was opposed in 2005 and I passed this year, my behavior must be different. I can't be the same person. The government has a responsibility to make sure that the constitution is passed according to agenda number 4. So if the government is ready to support that campaign, the government will do so. It would be futile for government to go this far and not for the constitution to be passed by the people of Kenya. It would be absolutely futile, because we will go back after August to square one of starting all over again, trying to find out an act of parliament, which will be a constitution review act, we shall have to agree on another committee of experts or whatever it is. The whole process will be started again, and another 8 billion shillings spent. Now, as a minister in government, having been part and parcel of the cabinet approval of this, and as a member of parliament, it is my informed opinion and wisdom that where we have reached today, we should finish the job by passing the new constitution, unless there is very good reason not to pass it. And I have not seen to today very good reason for not passing this constitution. All the reasons that I see are very good for passing it. So if there are good reasons for passing it, the government of Kenya would be very irresponsible not to support it to the very last bit. The president and the prime minister would be very irresponsible to be at the head of a yes campaign which doesn't deliver a constitution. So as a secretariat, we are making a proposal, a budget, and we welcome support from government. And we are telling you that when government gives us that money, we shall tell you. We are not hiding it.
The figures you are getting the media is part of the general, propaganda. Essentially, as a secretariat, we are depending on the political formations that make us so far. But that doesn't mean that we are not going to get funding from the variety of sources we've talked about. We have a huge political constituency that business community, we can talk about external others and well wishers in all their diversities. So as for now, the figure you've been given is a force. Just take it as a force. We are doing as a secretariat the proposal We will propose the figure, the government will say what they can give, donors will say what they can give. For now, take that as a propaganda.
And now the exercise actually that we are helping in is to explain to Kenyans what now this constitution, proposed constitution contains, so that they are able to make up their mind whether the views that they expressed have been reflected in the document. And obviously, if that is a primary concern, it is necessary for the government to facilitate a process of making sure that Kenyans know whether the content of the constitution is the views and the aspirations that they expressed. And therefore it is very important for government to actively involve itself in terms of getting this message through.
Huu ni mradi wa serikali. Mradi ulianza tulipotengeneza ile katiba ya kuunganisha vyama viwili vikuu. Ndio agenda 4 ikawekwa. Na hii ni mwisho wa agenda 4. Committee of experts walilipwa ni serikali. Printing of this katiba ni melipwa ni serikali. Sasa hii ni mwisho, hii ni matunda ya ule mmea ambao ulipandwa wakati wa agenda 4 na serikali.